Hey guys, it's time for Breakthrough with Coach Lew. Coming to you live from Accelerate Life University, XLR8Life.com. Coach Lew will help you break through anything that's stopping you. Are you ready to get the motivation, the energy, the life, and all the success you really want and deserve? With no further ado, here's Coach Lew.
Welcome back to Breakthrough with Lew. It is Friday morning, and we've all asked the question of, how did I get here? It was an old song. How did I get here? I forget which song it was, but it was kind of, how did I find myself in this place? What happened to my life? You know, it was just a really crazy old song, and I'll have to look it up for you to see what it was. But more specifically, when we ask this question of, how did I get here? Are you where you thought you would be by now? Ask yourself seriously right now. Are you where you thought you would be by now? And even more specifically, are you where you wanted to be? Are you behind where you wanted to be? Are you right on target that, man, this is the life I was looking for? Or, wow, this exceeded my wildest dreams? Or are you somewhere in between? Are you going, well, I kind of thought I'd be better off financially now, but wow, I had this amazing experience of all this stuff I got to do? Or are you in the other boat where, well, I'm very secure, but I never got to do anything, and now I'm too old, too this, too sick, too weak, too anything to do what you really want to be doing right now? I think that if we had to really answer this question honestly, guys, you would tell me, well, no, I'm not exactly where I thought I was going to be when I was a kid. Okay? I'm ahead of something, behind something, way more excited about life, or really disappointed. Okay? There's good news here, though. If you're really excited or you're really disappointed, those are two great places to be, because really excited, you're still going to go to a new level. There's still more. And really disappointed, you just can't take it anymore. You're going to do something about it. It's that in-between of, well, this is just okay. I guess I'll settle for this. This is status quo. This is, as good as it gets. Could be worse. Could be a whole lot better. Could be worse. But I'm just okay. That is the most dangerous place to be in the world, because you won't take any more action. There's no motivation to step forward. If you are totally juiced and living the dream and all over it, you're going to keep taking action. You're going to keep growing. And if you are totally going, I am PO'd, I can't stand this, I totally effed it all up, I got to do something, then you're going to take action. Makes sense. Both ends of the extremes there are where you want to be. You don't want to be in that dead man zone in the middle. That's when people fall over the Niagara Falls. There's a story, I think Tony Robbins tells it. If you jump in Niagara Falls or in Niagara River up by Buffalo by the Peace Bridge, and you start swimming really hard, you might make it to Canada by the time you get miles down the road to the falls and go splat. Okay? It's going to take some real effort, because that current is fast. If you just kind of go, well, I'm a long ways away from that, I'm just going to take a leisurely swim and, take a couple breaks, you're going to go over the falls someday. See, that's the part that people don't understand. And when life goes on, it goes fast, folks. We're not just sitting back and got all the time in the world. When you're in grade school or something, you can't wait for summer break, or you can't wait to get back to school to see your friends. Oh my God, time just seems to take forever. All of a sudden you get into the real life. You got kids, you got lives, you got this, you got businesses, you got responsibilities. You're trying to do stuff. You get setbacks, this, that, and the other, and you're going 100 miles an hour. And next thing you know, you go, where did the last week go? Where did the last month go? Where did the last year go? Where the hell did the last decade go? Okay? That's the Niagara syndrome. If you're not actively swimming and going in a certain direction, and you don't have a focus of what you're doing, You're going to just float along with the bee, with the status quo, and you're going to go over the falls. And someday you're going to crash, and you're going to have, it might be nothing but an emotional crash on your deathbed where you go, oh my God, I lived my life like that? I could have been, I could have done, coulda, shoulda, woulda. When you shoulda, you should all over yourself. Stop shoulding on yourself. Okay? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Or do you want did, been, done? Come on, baby. Where do you want to be? Do you want to look back and go, I had an amazing life. Wasn't always easy. Didn't always make the right choice. But dang, I'm glad I made some choices. Ooh, wow. Powerful stuff, guys. Powerful stuff. So let me ask you a question. What changed from your childhood dream till now? What changed? Well, life. I was going to be a superstar attorney for the biggest cases but then I had kids. Okay, well, big superstar attorneys have kids too. Or I was going to go to the moon. Then I had kids. Well, astronauts have kids too. That's not really an excuse. I was going to be a firefighter, but I'm too old. Okay? Or I'm going to be a cop, but I'm too old. Do you ever see the series The Rookie? Okay? Never too old, guys. All right, so but what changed? What changed? Life got in the way is what most people will say. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Back to your childhood dream. Not saying that would have been the right choice necessarily, but if you had really lived through it, but you didn't do it, but you could have, what did you lose? Did you lose your belief? Did you lose your identity? Did you lose your drive? Worse yet, do you blame someone, a particular event or circumstances? Hey guys, I'm the first one to tell you, I know that some people have been through some hellacious atrocities in life and unfair things. One person ends up being a drunk under a bridge begging for money. The other person ends up a superstar on TV helping others, or creating courses, or being a speaker. What's the difference? The difference is the action they took, the meaning they gave it. Okay? So you could blame someone else. You could blame an event in your life. You could blame your circumstances. An event happened back then. If you keep bringing it back, then you live it again day after day. And I'm not saying that people have had horrible things like rapes or something else, or lost a loved one, or tragedies and stuff like that, or lost a child. I'm not saying you just go, okay, it's just part of living. But you at some point have to process it and realize you've got to go forward in life. Okay? That's all excuses, and excuses get you nothing in this world. Actions and focus get you everything. The desire, if you have the desire and you take the action and you focus on it heavily, you're gonna get at least really close to what you want. Okay? You can't say that everything is always going to be exactly what you want. When I was a kid, I decided I wanted to be a firefighter. Well, that might not even be your dream anymore. But what is your current dream? It might not be sitting in, somebody's office taking phone calls for them and writing a policy or writing a deal every so often, or sitting at a used car lot waiting for the next up to come in. That might not have been your dream if you wanted to be a firefighter. You might not even be close. Most people don't grow up saying, I want to sit in a car lot and sell cars. However, some people love it. Okay, it's not a bad or good thing. But my point is how can you get into the same mindset is what really makes you excited like a child. I'm not saying you got to go back to what excited you as a child, because that might not even be a dream of yours anymore. It might not even be, you might go, what the hell? What was I thinking when I was a kid, to think that's what I really wanted to do? No, this is what I really wanted to do. Maybe you want to dance and you go, well, I'm too old for the ballet, or I'm too old for this, or but maybe that's not something you do as your profession, but maybe it's something you take up as a hobby. So you can always do what makes your heart warm. It doesn't always have to be the only focus or the main breadwinning of your life. Somebody wanting to, be in a dance production. Okay, well, Okay, that may or may not keep food on the table for your family, but it's something you should still do. Or be a guitar player. Maybe you're not going to be the next Joe Bonasama. Maybe you just get a couple times, you play with a local band in a club out just for fun, but you nourish your soul, and you still go to work in your business or your career and do that, but you start playing out on the weekends a little bit. And you never know. I'm not going to say also that if you're really focused on it, look at, what was it, Huey Lewis or something back in the years ago. He was older and got in the music business and became quite popular. Okay, it's not saying you can't do it. Okay, or people think they're too young. Well, nobody's going to listen to me because I'm too young. These are all excuses, guys. That's what I want to get through to you today. Okay, so my point here, playing out. It's never too late to make a decision. Design what you want in life. Take the action. And like Journey says, and I'm sure y'all heard of Journey, whatever age you are, don't stop believing. And like Coach says, don't stop trying. Don't stop trying, guys. When you stop believing and you stop trying, you may as well hang it up and go, get me a plot over in the local cemetery, y'all. I'm out of here. But the thing is, and I believe that God would look at you getting up there and going, you just gave up that easy? I gave you this thing called life. I gave you some amazing interactions with people. I gave you the amazing ability to have an effect on this amazing world, and you just pittered out. I think, and I hear that from people. They're like, well, when I get to heaven, it's all going to be good. I can't wait for that day. It's all going to be great. Well, how about some greatness while you're here? Okay. I think we can all agree heaven, or wherever you believe it is that you're going, is going to be a better place, especially with the state of things right now on the place of planet Earth in the 2024 season. It's a season of winter for emotions, for businesses, for freedoms, everything else. We gotta step up and reclaim your rights, reclaim what we are all about. But isn't that kind of a challenge? That if you do something about it, it's going to make a difference. If you just sit there and roll with it and complain about it, it's not going to make a difference. It's going to let everything roll right over you, and things will get worse. When you stand up and take an active role in something, it's when things get better. Call to action, folks. Start doing something today. Make the changes. All right, so real quick, I am going to put in the chats afterwards, because I want to be respectful of your time this morning. I am going to invite you next Thursday for Coach Lew Inner Circle, a free seat. Come join us, see what it's all about. It's a Zoom situation, so there's Q&A and all kinds of cool stuff like that. And I have some big news about the show. We're shifting gears to the next level to serve you better. So I would like your opinions on, if you could chat me up and let me know best time of day when you can listen to Coach Lew, best time frame. I'm trying to keep it under 15 minutes because I want to be respectful of your time so you can learn something quick, go, boom. I am not only your wake-up coach, I am your simplification coach, folks. I want to wake you up, simplify it, give you your action coach, and then give you your results. Boom, boom, boom. It doesn't have to be long, drawn out, and a big old process. Some things you can get the idea, you can take the action, you can measure it, follow through, and just do it. See, that's what we need to do in this day and age. Too many people want to, well, let me put it through AI and decipher it and everything else. And AI is a cool tool. I love it for translation. But, how about just get off your butt and do it? I think that's a noble concept. All right, guys, live with faith, energy, passion. Look out for the links and join me on the free click meeting. Click is Coach Lew Inner Circle. It's a good click. It's a good thing to be a part of. CLIC. Would love to have you there. Live with faith, energy, passion. Always live your dreams. You guys have an amazing day. I'll see y'all on the next roundabout. Ciao.
Ready to take it to the next level? Tune in to XLR8Life.com for our live shows, encore presentations, life-changing courses, and live coaching with Coach Lew himself. As Coach Lew always says, live with faith, energy, love, passion, and always live your dream.